Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 480. Check 53.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down now, it's Elliott. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check it.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Go to 54. 47. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do?
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Debating, it's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Now it's my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Yeah. Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. Here we go. Mike. Watch the curve. Hey, chill. 47. We're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And the Cowboy first down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Slam. Motion. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They were going to 53. Tighten up. There we go, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Kill.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about
blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Third and long for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Landry. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Check it backer.
Back near his goal line, here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gun.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. Byron Jones on the coverage.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Watch out. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Hey, Delta.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Alert. Hurry. Mike 54. Go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Hurry. 54. Watch 54. Hey, check.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Jim. Run. Up. Five.
Mayfield now. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Alert. check 3. Check 99. Check 99. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Dancing to his left. That's taken in by Callaway. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here we go, 46. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the run.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Get wide. Switch. Check 52. King.
Mayfield on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
36, 36. Kill, kill, kill. Here we go, 46.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
SOS. We're going to 54. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Here we go, D. All day.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, 46, 46. Nice 42, nice 42. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 42. Mike, here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
It's a party now. Hurry, hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. Well, going deep here for Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Going to 53.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Let's go, let's go. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Wide
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. Spawn. Hey. No. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Run. Switch gears. Check. He's regular. I got it.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
133. Hurry. Regular.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hurry. Slam. Real. Smooth. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, alert 33. screen. Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Joker, 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 joker.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Land. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Trying to get it to Landry there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. This is Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Undercrunch. Switch.
Here's Hunt. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3. Run. Hey, Zoo.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield is going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Alpha. 57. I got you.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Check. I'm on. You better bring it. Switch. Here we go, 47.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run with Elliott. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
54. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They go play action. Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
He's crashing. Hey, alert.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Kings. Hurry. Motion out of the backfield. Up. 57's Mike. 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Hey! 57. Stop your whining. 57. Mike, 57. Pistol. Hey, alert! He's coming, double up.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A good pickup there, a 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Real. Hurry. Watch out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Go. Hurry. Mike's 57's Mike. Ready? 57's the Mike. 50.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check. Fresno. Hey, kill. Go. Get out there. Check the call.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
47. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Here we go. Watch it.
Throwing here. Prescott letting one fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Intended that time for Cooper.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Break that. 180. Alert. Run. Hey, Haywood. 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Hurry. Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Steve 6. King. Slam. Shoot. Alert. Done.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Real. Kill. Point it right. Hurry. Hey. High 7. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, alert 33. Check out Humphrey. Pistol. Hey, orbit.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check 50. Regular. Greystone travel. Hey, Charlie. One set. Real. 54. Line 50. Hurry. Heavy on the edges.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
180. Pistol. Watch the safety creep. Hey, watch it. 61, matchbox lights. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. 54.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. 180. 44's the mic. Switch. Here we go. 46. Flare. Slam. 26.
Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check. In face. 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Mike spoke both. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Tighten up. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency.